Hey guys, it's Falene from Six Blue Warriors. Today I want to talk about some tips about going out to eat at a restaurant. So if you guys are anything like me, especially when my kids were little, trying to go out to eat in a restaurant for a family dinner, or when somebody comes into town, they're like, hey, let's all go out to eat. And you sit there and say to yourself, my kids are very picky eaters, and that hasn't really changed since they were little. So finding a restaurant that had something that they would eat there and not just feel like it gets wasted is always hard. Trying to find somewhere that isn't super noisy and crowded, but it's not too formal at the same time. We've had several restaurant experiences that were just so miserable it made us never want to go out to eat again. But we did find some things that were able to help us to make it much easier, so that when someone said, hey, we're all going to go out to this restaurant at this time, we found a way to make it work. So number one is just plan ahead. Plan ahead, plan ahead. If you get any say in which restaurant to go to, or in choosing the time when you guys are going out to eat, anything like that, then try and insert your opinion, because if it's anything like my family, everyone's like, I don't know. So they're waiting for somebody to make a decision. So be that person to make the decision. So if we were going out to Texas Roadhouse with our family, I'd go online and look at Texas Roadhouse's menu ahead of time. So I'd look and see what they had on the kids' meal, or what they had for side dishes, find something that my kids could eat at Texas Roadhouse. And then as soon as the waiter comes by, they have the menus, everyone's still trying to decide what they want to get. You say, I want to order this for my child now. I want you to bring it out as fast as possible. The rest of us aren't ready to order yet, but they want the macaroni and cheese. So please just bring that as fast as you can. So that way your kids aren't sitting there just waiting for food, because half of the restaurant experience is getting to go out and chat and talk, and then you have people bring you food, and it takes a nice long time, and that just doesn't work with most of our kiddos here. So look up the menu ahead of time and try and shoot for earlier in the day, because usually the restaurant is less crowded. So if you can ask that you guys go out around 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that, it's still a reasonable dinner hour, but the restaurant's not going to be nearly as crowded as it would be at 6 or 7 or something like that. So less noise, less chaos. And like I said, just tell the waiter ahead of time from the kids menu what you want for your child, and so they can bring it to you right away, instead of your kids having to wait because they may or may not like the appetizers that are brought, anything like that. The other thing that's always nice, and that you save until you really are desperate, is some sort of electronic device like an iPad or a phone or a movie. And if you can bring headphones for your kid to use to listen to with that device, then that works even better, because it helps them to tune out the extra noise of the restaurant. It helps them to focus in on their activity, and that allows you to then enjoy your food and your company that you came to experience the restaurant with as well. And then everyone is much happier, because your child isn't sitting around waiting when they're hungry, and you get the actual chance to talk to other adults, and you don't have these embarrassing meltdowns where you end up having to take a 5-year-old screaming out of the restaurant, and you don't have everybody just kind of looking at you and stuff. So there's my tips. Plan ahead. Pick a good time when the restaurant's not super busy. Look up the menu ahead of time if possible, and order the child's food right away. So those are some things that we learned that help make going to restaurants much easier for us. So I hope that helps you. And we will talk to you later. I redid the blue in my hair, guys. What do you think? I like it. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye.